With the third pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Lamelo Ball from Chino Hills, California.
Lamelo Ball goes third overall to Charlotte. Hey, look, this is LaMelo's night, but Lonzo still has bragging rights because he went second overall in 2017. And if you know the competitive spirit of the Ball brothers, I would say that after Lonzo gives him his time in the sun, probably won't let him forget that anytime soon. This Ball family is someone that basketball fans have become quite familiar with. Both parents played basketball in college. Lonzo and LiAngelo, both professional players as well. It has been a long and winding road for LaMelo to get to the NBA.
Ball has elite positional size for a point guard at 6'7", with a steadily improving frame and solid length. His tools, along with his instincts, make him a factor on the glass, as he's averaging 8.6 rebounds per 40 minutes. Although not always seeking contact, he'll eventually have the body to take smaller guards to the front of the rim off the bounce. Although we don't have an official wingspan measurement, he has great positional length for a point guard and is able to bother jump shooters when he's fully stretched out, eventually being able to guard 1 through 3 if he locks in. Above all else, it's Ball's feel for the game and passing instincts that make him such a special prospect. It starts in the open court, where he passes bigs open with high-arcing, one-handed touch passes that generally land right in the breadbasket. Now, Illawarra's aging bigs have cost Ball quite a few assists so far this season, but that hasn't deterred him from rewarding his teammates for sprinting the floor. He also does have that on-the-money football-style pass, a staple of the run-and-gun Chino Hills teams that took over high school basketball. Ball is electric when he pushes off the break also, showing off his open court speed, trusty handle, and accuracy to find open shooters. Here's Ball's most eye-opening transition pass of the season. Now, after securing the defensive rebound, he whips his head around to see what his options are, identifying Aaron Brooks early. From there, he makes his way toward the former NBA guard, slowing up just enough to give Brooks time to sprint past 2 defenders. Ball fires a one-handed no-look pass with just enough English to sneak through the tight window, yet hit Brooks right in the hands in stride. That's a special pass from the 18-year-old. Fades the hard hedge with a wrap dribble, transfers the ball back to his right hand with one bounce, and drops off a behind-the-back dime to the roll man, basically all in one motion. He's operating off straight instincts, basically freestyling on the floor. Although he's shooting under 20% from 3 so far, Ball has natural touch on his 3-ball with his feet set or off the dribble. He's actually knocked down 7 of 17 catch-and-shoot threes through 10 regular season and preseason games, and his overall percentages are more a reflection of his shot selection than his actual touch. According to our database, he's an 83% free throw shooter on 230 career attempts. He has deep range and unwavering confidence. Despite somewhat of a two-handed push shot and undisciplined mechanics, he gets fairly straight rotation and is capable of lofting the ball in from distance. His touch also shows on his float game, which he'll fire from all over the floor, even close to three-point range. Whether off one leg or two, he's able to use this bailout shot to neutralize shot blockers, even if he goes to it a little more than you'd like given his size at 6'7". Ball is also an instinctual defender who can wreak havoc in the passing lanes. He's averaging 2.3 steals per 40 minutes so far.
Took LaMelo Ball earlier tonight. Let's see who they get to go with him.
With the 32nd pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Vernon Carey Jr. from Duke University.
All right, there's big Vernon Carey, freshman of the year in the ACC.
I definitely paid tribute to my grandfather and just him introducing the game to me, definitely with my commitment to Duke. I chose today, December 6th, to announce my commitment because it means a lot to my family. On this day last year, I lost my grandfather, which was the man who introduced me to this game. My grandfather, Vincent Thomas Banks, definitely had a big impact on me just from him introducing the game of basketball to me when I was 9 and him being there for me. It was something that he played, so he definitely stuck with me.
The Vernon Carey Jr. Coach K said he's down to like 240, something like that, maybe a little less right now.
Well, he's
yeah.
He's a bull. I mean, he's a lefty interior scorer that has commanded double teams, and he's a very productive double-double guy. His offensive rebound rate is terrific, just about 40%. He goes to the glass on every shot, and he goes to glass on the defensive end as well. He can step away and knock down an open three. He's not necessarily a pick-and-pop big guy. Good second jump when he rebounds. He just needs to improve his perimeter defense and a little bit of his mobility to be able to operate out on the floor. But a very, very productive big guy.
You know what, JB? 5-6 years ago, it feels like he would have been a lottery pick. I mean, it's how much the game has just changed, the fluidity in that position, how you have to be so skillful. Not saying that Vernon isn't skillful, he's just more of a traditional big.
That's a good point. Like years ago, he would have been a first-round pick.
And again from the Pelicans at 42.
With the 42nd pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Nick Richards from Kingston, Jamaica, and the University of Kentucky.
We had John Calipari on earlier, said he was one of the guys he was waiting to hear his name called. Now Nick Richards has been picked.
Well, Nick Richards has size, he can run, he's got good feet, very energetic, but he's a shot blocker. And he did a really good job as an interior presence of scoring in the post. He's improved every year that he's been at Kentucky. And it was funny, he was expected to be one of these one-and-done guys, but it took him a little bit longer. But he kept working and kept getting better and kept getting more efficient while he was at Kentucky. But I think a lot of people, when he came out of high school, expected this is going to be a first-round pick. But he kept plugging, and really happy for him.
Right wing, much defense. Gonna back down a little. Wheeler looking for contact.
Wheeler working. Wheeler drives into the paint. Shot up at the rim. And 5 seconds left. Here comes Wheeler into the front court. Wheeler exposed to the basket. Shot up off the
first game with the Cougars. He might be on his way to another game. 6 on the shot.